Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We are here for a singles match. We have Adelaide Spence going up against Andrew Barr. These are people in the community that have played in matches. I don't got much else to say about them. They come into fandom. They do good things. I'm being facetious. Spence had a really good fandom season last year in teams specifically. Had a couple iffy singles matches, but has proven themselves to be a very good fandom player, is on the upswing. I believe this is their first singles match of the season. So it's going to be exciting to see how they are now in singles this year. Barr, on the other hand, we just saw Barr play Cameron Redshaw in an actually really exciting singles match. His loss there, though, gets him in this spot today to play Spence. So it'll be interesting to see, does Barr capture some of that again and make it go towards a win? Or will Spence come out victorious? I don't know. I'm just here to read the questions and then not do this part as well as Nick. So we're going to get into the match right now, but starting with the promos.
Well, Kirk, welcome to Fandom.
Love it here.
Yeah. Kirk, I got to tell you, usually I'm all goofy and like making jokes and like making the funnies and all of that. Today, I want to win. And you want to know why, Kirk?
Why's that?
Let me take you back a few years ago to a team called Technically Not Wrong, also known as Technically Should Not Have Been My Team Partner, because after we lose one game, we get put into a green room against, I think it was like Hunter and Richard. And then just days before the match, I find that I've been removed from the room. And I'm wondering what happened. And I find out Adelaide Spence got a new teammate and didn't tell me. So I want revenge.
How'd that work out for them?
Oh, it worked out for them. They actually had a title shot with their new current teammate, but their old teammate, nah. So sucks to suck. Best of luck to you. Hopefully more luck to me.
So at the beginning of the year, I promised myself, after what I will call the Octopussy incident, that I'm going to be less annoying. I feel like I've gotten on some showrunners' nerves by just existing, by trying to be funny and not. So I brought Alex to carry the banter for me.
Well, Spencey Pooh, no, you're going to be fine. This is just like an episode of Picture This. You're here, I'm here, Barr is watching off stage, Koho isn't here. So it's just like an episode of Picture This, or any of the associated shows we do. So at some point, I assume Tim or somebody will ask us which is the gayest of something. And we'll do a whole segment about it. Manners maketh catchphrase. Let's win this match.
Couple things. I will not be asking any questions of the sort. Never seen a single episode of Picture This. Don't plan to. Sorry, guys. But no, I'm not going to ask any awkward, weird questions like that. I feel like I got a little more class than that. On the other hand, I vaguely remember the team name, Technically Not Wrong, but I don't remember any of that. Was I around? Was I here? It's been so long, man. I'll have to go back and look. Did I edit that? Probably. Let's get into the match. It's going to start with round number 1. It's going to work like this. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is going to be worth 1 point apiece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Any questions?
I think you actually hosted the match. We lost in the last question, sort of.
Probably. I don't. There have been so many teams and stuff, but I'm genuinely curious. I'll go back and look. All right, let's get into it. We're going to start with question number 1 in round number 1. It is going to come to you from the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek 09, who serves as the navigator of the Enterprise? So while this is going on, I'm going to pull up good old-fashioned YouTube, and I'm going to search technically...
Played Bounty Hunters Anonymous, I believe.
Wrong. Fandom fights. 5. Ooh, there it is. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. That's from when I made the thumbnails, too. That was back when Tim didn't have a job. Let's go to Spence to start it off.
Sulu.
And Barr.
Ha, Thulu.
Sulu is correct, starting off 1-1 as we get into your next question in the category of DC. Who voices Barbara Gordon in the Lego Batman movie? Bloodhaven. This movie's awesome. Yeah, this video has 118 views. 2 years ago. It was published August 30th, 2020. So this was in like deep depression times, people. 5.
Me and
4.
Barr made the team at a Carl's Jr. parking lot. Fun fact.
And I got more depressed afterwards.
Hands down. Let's go to Barr.
Rosario Dawson.
And Spence.
Rosario Dawson.
That is correct. I've always said Rosario Dawson. Am I just stupid? That is correct. Your next question is in horror icons. In Halloween Ends, how does the young boy that Corey is babysitting die at the beginning of the film? This is one of those movies that makes me really sad to be alive. There's a lot of them, but this is one of the big ones. I was so excited too. I was genuinely so pumped, even though I didn't like the one before this, and yet here we are. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Spence, let's go to you.
Falls to his death.
And Barr.
I said stabbed.
Falls to the death is correct. So Spence will take a 1-point lead, 3-2, as we get into
Do I need to
your
refresh?
Yes.
Probably, yes, I would say
Okay.
so.
So timeout. I'll do that.
Yeah. All right, your next question is going to come in the category of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film features humans having their clothes stolen by apes while swimming? I haven't gone swimming in a while. That actually, that's not the last time I went swimming was in October. I went to a water park with the macaw and her family for a weekend of family water fun. Got really drunk. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
I guessed Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
And Spence.
Planet of the Apes, 1968.
Spence is correct. 68 is correct. So it's 4-2 as we get into the next question, which is in Middle Earth. Which 2 characters?
Hold on.
That's good. I didn't get too far.
Oh, that cook's a thing, but like, yeah.
Okay, Barr, have you seen 68 lately?
I cut out.
Have you seen 68 lately?
This isn't good. All right, am I back?
Yeah,
No.
can you hear me?
Well, yeah. But...
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, have you seen 68 lately?
Not lately.
Okay, I'm almost positive. I don't know if you want to challenge this or not. I'm almost positive it's not apes that steal their clothes. It's other humans. So if you want to challenge this, it might be worth it.
You would know this better than I would, and I'm probably not going to use a challenge
I
later
mean,
anyway.
I'm like 75-25 here. I'm pretty confident, but not 100%.
Let's go for it. I'm going to challenge that.
Challenge flag thrown.
All right, we'll be right back after this challenge. All right, we're back from the challenge, and Barr is reset. Yeah, so we looked at the scene. Barr and Kirk were right that the humans are the ones that steal the clothes from Taylor and whatnot in 68's Planet of the Apes. So the question was incorrect. So we are going to throw out the question as the question was wrong and give a new question, which makes the score 3-2 going into this new Planet of the Apes question. And the new question is, who is the last one to speak to Caesar before his death at the end of War for the Planet of the Apes? This is a good movie. Big fan. Saw this in the theater and opening night, and in the first 5 minutes, the guy sitting next to me started talking to me and was like, "Oh, this is pretty cool." Oh, and I turned to him and I said, "Dude, I've been waiting like 4 years for this movie. You guys shut the fuck up." And then he was very upset. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr
I've got not a clue. So I said bad ape.
and Spence.
Maurice.
Maurice is correct. So Spence goes up 4-2 as we get into your next question in the category of Middle Earth. Which two characters keep track of the number of kills they get during the Battle of Helm's Deep in the Two Towers? I believe this is the favorite installment of one Cody Newberry. I think they're all perfect, but this is my third favorite, actually. So 20th anniversary re-release of the third one is coming out in a few weeks. I'm going to go see it. 5,
Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King.
2, 1. Pens down. That's the order for you. Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking for you.
3, 1, 2 for me. But,
okay.
Let's go to Spence
Legolas and Gimli.
and Barr.
Legolas and Gimli.
That is correct. So 5-3 as we get into your next question in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for X-Men Days of Future Past? This is the one where there's Days of Future Past. And I've been told it's not very much like the comic, but kind of like the comic, but not really like the comic. I don't read. I watch films and then read the subtitles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Barr
Brian Tyler?
and Spence.
Henry Jackman.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for John
Ottman.
Ottman.
I was
Damn.
between the two of them and I picked the wrong one. God damn it.
Everybody do a shot. Let's get into the next question, which is going to be in the category of the MCU. In Ant-Man, one of Scott's first lessons is learning how to jump through what while shrinking in midair? I like this movie quite a bit. This one has grown on me over the years. I've always liked it, but every time I see it, I like it more and more. And now that I have a kiddo on the way, I really like the father-daughter stuff. It warms my soul. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Spence
Keyhole.
and Barr.
Keyhole.
Damn.
Keyhole is correct. Barr, how you doing? You with us?
I'm good.
Okay, you're good now. All right. Your next question is in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film features someone being thrown out of an airship after refusing to go along with the villain's plan? The amount of times I've spit on this computer, my God. I'm just like reading questions. I try to be articulate, and then spit just flies everywhere. Like, I have to wipe it off. It's disgusting, but it's the way the world is. Think about how much spit is on the end of that pipe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr. And Spence.
Put Die Another Day.
A View to a Kill is the correct answer. So Barr cuts into that lead a little bit, making it 6-5 in favor of Spence. As we get into your next question, your penultimate question in the category of Law and Order. What is the first name of John McClane's son in A Good Day to Die Hard?
God damn it.
Gonna watch this one.
This is the only one I saw in the theater. How much does that piss Kirk off? That's what I want to know. This is the only one I saw in the theater. Not for lack of trying, might I add. They replay the first one in the theater all the time, though. I should get to one of those showings. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Spence
I put James.
and Barr.
I put Matt.
Both are incorrect. He's named after his poppy. His name is John.
Fuck! Motherfucker!
I was thinking the same thing too.
So, your final question is in the category of Worlds of DC. How specifically does Feora die in Man of Steel? I think that's the second. How does this person die? We also talked about keeping track of number of kills. Being thrown out of an airship. We all wanted to die watching A Good Day to Die Hard, so I mean that's kind of like being dead. Like, we just talk about death a lot on Fandom Fights. It's an easy question to ask. Like, how does this character? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Barr.
Couldn't remember who that character was, so I says blows up on Krypton.
And Spence.
I said explosion from Kryptonian ship.
Oh, that's tough. I'm gonna say, oh Jesus Christ. Time. I gotta check that. All right, so I just had to do a quick check because that was tough, but unfortunately, Spence added a little too much information. She is on just not a Kryptonian ship. She's on she's on just a boring old human plane. So we cannot give Spence the point, but we do end round number 1. Spence in the lead 6-5. So we're going to move into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they got to keep what they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check the multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in round number 2, so be on the lookout. Any questions before we get into round number 2?
Are these strength level?
No, those don't. Yeah, I laughed really hard when I edited that. And you were like, oh, I forgot these are strength level. And then do that? What are you talking about? Oh, that was great. All right, so the categories today are Star Wars, Star Trek, MCU, Disney Animation, Law and Order, DreamWorks Animation, Scores and Soundtracks, YA, and of course, Spinners and Opponent's Choice. Spence, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer?
So I'm thinking, do I spin first to maximize my chance of getting a good category for math, or should I do the Kingsman thing?
Hey. The rest of them aren't here right now. We can do whatever we want. Just emotional.
That's right.
If you want to spin first, we can. We totally can.
I think spinning first might actually be better for me.
Hey, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Let's spin first, please.
I wanted to spin first this time. God damn
Go
it.
fuck yourself.
All right, this is your first spin, Spence. And it lands on Star Wars.
Take it.
Hey.
Yes, okay. Money. All right.
All right, Spence. Are you prepared for your questions in Star Wars?
Let's hope so. That was a big reaction for like a 2.
Which Star Wars film features someone gifting someone a charm they made from a Japor snippet? Shh. Sorry, the macaw's speaking.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, The Phantom Menace, B, Attack of the Clones, C, A New Hope, or D, Return of the Jedi.
Phantom Menace.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. Who plays Chirrut Imwe in Rogue One?
Chirrut is Donnie Yen.
That's correct for 2 points. Your third question. Before their fight begins, Obi-Wan says that only a Sith deals in what in Revenge of the Sith?
Absolutes.
That is correct.
Meme questions.
Yeah, it was great. That's a good one, Nick. All right. Your next question. How does Val die in Solo, a Star Wars story?
Explosion.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In The Last Jedi, once Finn and Rose crash land inside the cave on Crate, Poe immediately looks for who?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Ray, B, DJ, C, Holdo, or D, BB-8.
Oh. DJ.
That is incorrect.
Yeah,
Barr,
yeah.
chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Ray, B, DJ, C, Holdo, or D, BB-8? Five.
BB-8.
Fuck.
Where's my droid? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. For 1 point steal. So at the end of Spence's spin, they get their total up to 13 with the steal. Bars at 6. So we're going to bring in Kirk and the wheel for Bar's spin.
I know you just swept that one, Bar. We'll get you another good one here.
I actually would.
Are
have
you fucking
somehow.
kidding me?
Lands on Spinner's choice.
Wow.
You need the categories again.
I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think Disney animation probably is my best bet personally.
If that's what you feel strong in, let's do it.
Let's go with Disney animation.
All right. And then Kirk, just a reminder, I'm going to have you cam off backstage while we do this. So, Barr, are you ready for your questions in Disney animation?
You betcha.
All right. Your first question. Which Disney animated film features an animal helping remove a muzzle from one of the main characters?
Lady and the Tramp.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who voices the title character in Bolt?
John Travolta.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Which possession of the White Rabbit does the Mad Hatter try to repair, which he winds up destroying in Alice in Wonderland?
Gonna go with his watch.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. The main villain, Ratcliffe, holds what political position in Pocahontas?
Governor.
That is correct for 2 points and the lead. And your final question in Disney animation. What is the name of Mirabel's cousin who receives his gift to talk to animals in Encanto?
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Antonio, B, Bruno, C, Diego, or D, Mariano? Five, 4, 3.
Diego.
That is incorrect. Spence,
The
chance
other
for
one.
a 1 point steal. Is it A, Antonio, B, Bruno, C, Diego, or D, Mariano?
Shout out to Bounty Hunters Anonymous, Antonio.
Antonio is correct. So with that steal, Spence ties it up. It's 14 all going into the betting round. This is
Oh
an
my
exciting one. So we are going to head into round number 3 of the betting round. Here's how it's going to work. I am going to say a category. You are then going to decide if you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get the question right, you will gain those points. If you get the question wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have run out of questions. So, players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Why does this always happen?
Lose
The
more.
first category you can bet points on is sci-fi icons. Let's get bets, starting with Spence
0.
and Barr.
1.
All right. So here's the sitch. If Barr hits this, he will go up by 1 point. The question in sci-fi icons. Who is the last person that the T-1000 disguises itself as other than its usual form before its death in Terminator 2 Judgment Day? This is usually one of those moments where the macaw looks at me from across the room and says something sassy. Like before, when I read that Star Wars question, and she so rudely said, "Are those even words?" 5, 4,
She's played for
3,
titles.
2, 1. Pens down multiple times.
Plural.
Singles and teams. Let's go to Spence.
The T800.
And Barr.
And I said John Connor.
The answer is Sarah Connor.
I had that written down.
So Barr will lose 1 point. Spence goes up 1, 14-13. The next category you can bet points on is scores and soundtracks. Let's get bets starting with Barr.
1.
And Spence.
1.
Okay, here is your question. In scores and soundtracks. Which Disney animated film features the songs Whistle While You Work
God damn
and
it.
One Day My Prince Will Come? You have something to say, Maggie? You have something to say about one of the titles of those songs? Just about the question generally? You want to play? No? Yeah. Keep chopping those onions, whatever you're doing.
I think Barr needs a teammate.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Barr, let's go to you.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
And Spence.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
That is correct. 15-14 in favor of Spence as we get into the next category, which is the Wizarding World. Let's get back starting with Spence.
0.
And Barr.
Damn it, stats only.
That's only round. Your question is, what specifically does Ron use to destroy the Horcrux locket in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? Revelio. You like that one, Maggie? She was just triggered. I just triggered her. You don't like being triggered by the word Revelio? It's funny, though. Around the TikToks. You're part of that TikTok life. 5, 4. It's mostly dogs, though. 3, 2, and babies. 1. Pens down. Let's start with Spence.
Basilisk Fang.
And Barr.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's wrong. It's the Sword of Gryffindor.
Oh, okay.
Sword of
okay.
Gryffindor. Is
Okay.
Oh, he's on the
Thank
he's in
God.
diary. Okay, never mind.
So, I was like, no, I'm not kidding you. But
I was like,
so we stay 15-14. Your next question is coming in the category of Law and Order. Let's get bets starting with Barr
1.
and Spence.
1.
All right, here's the question. Who plays computer hacker Matt Farrell in Live Free or Die Hard?
You fucker. God damn it. Sorry, not you.
I am the host. I am here spending time on my Sunday. It's only my second Miller Lite of the day.
Gotta bump those stonks up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I also did not look at the question before you asked that
Yeah.
because I purposefully, Anyway, we're gonna go to Barr
Kevin Smith.
and Spence.
Justin Long.
Justin Long is the correct answer. And with that, your winner is Adelaide.
Holy
Justin Long was the correct answer. Kevin Smith is in the movie, but wow, that was a turn of events. You fucker, they said to me, you fucker, and then they win 16-13. Wow, that was an exciting match because round number 1 it was close. There were some challenges and some other things that made it 6-5 coming out of round 1, and then round 2 was some back and forth with some steals and whatnot, made it really close. And then round 3, if Barr had maybe bet more on the scores and soundtracks, they could have been up a point. We would have gone into a final question, but that's how the game works. You just kind of retrospectively look at those things. But great game, really, really great game. So we're going to get into the post-match interviews. We're going to start by talking to Kirk and Barr. Guys, really great performance today, Barr. I think on par with your performance against Redshaw. I think you're being consistent and maybe even getting a smidge better every time. You made comments and Spence made comments about how Kirk would be good at this game, but you're very good at this game as well. So congrats on a good match. How are you feeling as we get out of it?
First of all, congratulations to Adelaide. They did great. I'm kind of tired of losing in like this kind of situation. I would rather get knocked out by Mike Hanley again than keep going deep into the third round and just misplacing how much I bet on shit. Like, I'm so tired of that. I'm just here to have fun, though. Thank you so much for hosting this, Tim. I appreciate this. Kirk?
Yeah, it was that last one was tough. My gut was Kevin Smith too, because I think he's also a computer hacker in that movie. But
I thought for sure that Justin Long was like his nephew.
I believe
or some
he is.
random.
Yeah, they're both computer hackers, but I'm just thinking they're not going to ask the main character. I don't know their character name, so Kevin Smith is my gut too. I thought for sure you had that, but no, you did great. Otherwise, you hung in there. I feel guilty. Maybe I should have been better on the betting round and giving you better advice. But that's another reason I don't play Fandom is because I suck at the betting one. But no, you did well, and we'll come back. Listen, Barr is the greatest Warzone / Melee champion ever, and there's like 500,000 Melee movies. There's only 260 some FANZONE or Fandom fight movies.
Like 400.
I mean, it's a statistical improbability that he's not going to be the champion of these movies at some point. I think it's a statistical improbability. It's monkeys typing Shakespeare. It's going to happen eventually.
All right, well, Barr, it was great seeing you. I look forward to seeing you back in singles, but I will say that if I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna pull up the whole schedule here right now because Nick usually has these things in his brain because he writes the schedule, but coming up pretty soon, and by pretty soon, I mean next week, Malachi Cargo returns for another match. Are you excited to get back into the team's ring?
Let's fucking go.
You want to know who you're playing?
Hell's fucking yeah.
Welcome to Fandom, bitch.
Fuck!
Michael and Kelly.
God damn it. They're actually good. Bill and I just dick around.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun match. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Thanks for being here today. We're going to bring in the winner, Spence. And their manager, Alex. Great job, guys. Spence, you seemed a little stressed at the end of each round, and then you yelled obscenities at me, but then you got the question right. So
Tim,
you can
you're
apologize
a beautiful
to me now
man.
or after the match. What do you
You're
want to do?
amazing.
Thank you.
You're great. Maggie's great. You don't like Bucky, but I think he's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty but anyway, you won the match. You got your first win of the season. How are we feeling?
There are certain times where you walk into a match and say, I can do my best and I can lose. Barr is not someone who I can lose against. It's like a being a retirement match again. If I lose to him, I should fucking quit. So I'm glad I'm here. Even though we both did a lot better. He did better than I expected. And I could do better. But back to watching Law and Order movies because I can't have that panic again.
Alex, what are your thoughts on the way that Spence played today?
Yeah, I mean, Spence is always going to be a high tension kind of person. We're always going to get into that fourth or fifth question, and it's going to be a little bit weird. But as long as we have someone that's going to keep him calm, keep him collected, and as long as we keep like blind guessing, as long as we keep doing at least some of those things, we usually end up in a pretty good spot. Spence has a better Fandom record than me this year, which I think is strange. But you know what? I'm just super proud of my former teammate. I know some people were saying that we were more. That's not true. It never was true. But anyway, congrats.
We did share a movie theater together.
Yeah, it's true. What happens in Charleston, stays
Charlotte.
there. It's not going anywhere.
All right. Spence, this does mean with a win, you get to do other things, but I think we're going to keep that lock and key right now. I think You'll find out soon. I'll just say that you're going to do something pretty cool, and you'll find out soon. So I'll leave it at
Jack
that.
Finchuck?
God, I fucking hate Jack. Jesus Christ. Great job, Spence and Alex. That's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. So we're going to see you real soon with more matches. We got more coming out this weekend. Later today, we got Tyler Birch taking on Abel. That's going to be a fun one, so be on the lookout for that. So we'll see you guys real soon with another great match. Thank you to Nick for writing this one. I've been Tim. We'll see you next time. Bye.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.